All right. Number 9. We're almost done, folks. We have BASEketball. A movie I first saw on cable back in the late 90s. When did this come out? 98. I must have saw it like 99, maybe early 2000s. On the USA Network. I'm going to eat on a lot more because it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm not done. I want to try to get Anaconda done. So that only thing I have to do tomorrow morning is the ranking video. So I'm going to be up late tonight. It's an all-nighter, folks. That's what we do it. But anyway, so BASEketball tells the story of two characters named Coop and Reamer. Honestly, this is... Okay, guess they didn't write it. I thought it has the South Park guys in it, but they didn't write it. It was directed by the same guy who did Airplane, so it's a parody of sorts, but these two guys, they come up with a game on the spot. They're at this high school, like this high school reunion party or whatever, and they come up because they can't play regular baseball, or regular basketball, I should say. They come up with playing basketball with baseball rules. You know, I can't recite the rules, but yeah. And it becomes sort of a mini sensation at first. People playing in the driveways, and then it becomes a national sport. This guy with Denslow, played by Ernest Borgnine, says, "Hey, I want to make this a real sport." Coop is against it at first because he doesn't like the whole thing with sports where, you know, it becomes all about franchising and trying to make money off of stuff and switching players and moving teams, and he doesn't want to do that. They make a commentary on that at the beginning of the film. He doesn't want to do that. But Borgnine, Denslow, says, "Oh, don't worry. As long as I'm in charge, none of that's going to happen." So everything's going great until Denslow chokes on a hot dog and dies. So this other guy, played by Robert Vaughn, who was always good at playing villains, comes in and he wants to do what they don't want to do. He wants to merchandise, he wants to make money. Reamer sees dollar signs in his head and he wants to make the money. Coop doesn't. But Reamer ends up making deals and it tears their friendship apart. What also tears their friendship apart is a woman played by Yasmin Bleeth. Did you say her name? No. She works for this children's home. And she gets put in the middle of this because both of them are after her. Although Reamer just wants her because she's hot. Coop actually likes her. And Jenny McCarthy is here as sort of, I don't know, lover of Robert Vaughn. I don't know. There's a running joke with her where, like, they'll do, like, a raunchy joke like, "I want you to polish my knob," and they'll do a cut, and she's actually polishing a doorknob. I don't know. This movie's comedy is hit and miss. That one is never really funny, and then there's another one where they're in a locker room, and they do, like, a long dick joke where you just see something hanging between their legs, and it's, I don't know. This movie's jokes are very hit and miss. I'm going to say, if you don't like South Park humor, you're not going to like this. I know this is by the same person as Airplane, but that movie was PG. Let's not forget. This movie is rated R, and they can do more. And even some Airplane's jokes were hit and miss, to be honest. There is some South Park. I'm pretty sure a lot of the psych out stuff was ad-lib stuff. Like, he goes into Trey Parker goes into this whole Cartman, you know. I think not all of them, but a lot of them were probably ad-lib stuff. There's this one little guy, they call him Squeak, and there's another thing of him was like, I guess this is going out with Squeak, and he doesn't get it, but then it's a psych out. To this day, though, if I ever play basketball, which I don't very often, obviously, because here. But I'll yell at stuff like, "Are your sisters going out with Squeak?" or "Steve Perry," just to kind of mess with someone. But yeah, I think this is a fun event of sport. I would have liked to play this. I wish this was a real sport, but I don't remember a lot of the rules. Obviously, I got to rewatch it and write it down. It's basketball with baseball rules, and yeah, it's very weird. But yeah, there's a scene that you wouldn't be able to put in a movie today where it doesn't really make a lot of sense. They're at a bar, and they got this kid that Jenna, that's Isn't Lee's character, is in charge of, and he's going out on the town with Coop and Reamer, because Coop's his hero or whatever, and he's gonna get a liver transplant. So they are going out in town and stuff, but they're drinking in a bar. And they're watching Jerry Springer, and I say, "Okay, let's drink it until a fight breaks out." But there's too much going on, and Squeak's squeezing himself with a lime or whatever. I don't know. It's another one of those jokes that doesn't really hit. Like, why would they serve alcohol to a kid? This bartender's just serving. You could lose your bartending license for that. So or your alcohol license, whatever, for that. I don't. Now, I know this movie's not supposed to make sense, and it doesn't. There's a lot of stuff in this that doesn't make any sense. Like, as you see in the beginning of this. Excuse me. Where Coop and Reamer are in the house before they come up with the BASEketball game. They're in the house of their former high school classmate named Brittany, which, yes, is my sister's name. People know that. And they sneak into what they think is her room, and they sit in her underwear, and there's a vibrator, and Reamer is licking it just a little bit. Hold on, my throat is dry. I need a drink. I'm gonna cough again. Reamer is licking the vibrator or whatever, and I think the joke is supposed to be that Reamer doesn't care because Brittany comes in and she's like, "We do know my mom's room," and you get this stretch where Coop takes the panties and he stretches them way out. The big fat one's like, "Oh!" And he does that a lot. That's his little like, "Oh!" And then, he gets freaked out. But Reamer starts licking the vibrator even more than he did before. So it's really weird. Like, Coop's turned off, but Reamer is not. I don't know. That one is kind of funny. You don't think about the fact that he's licking a nasty vibrator, but it has that kind of, like I said, one of Coop's running gags is he always going, "Oh!" stuff. He's trying to watch a baseball game. It's like a Jesse Owens or whatever baseball. No, Jesse Jackson game, like a treasure game for him, and someone recorded over it with roadkill accidents and stuff. It's and that's funny. There's one running joke that me and my friend, we always, make fun of it because it's an Unsolved Mysteries joke with Robert Stack actually in the movie, but Coop goes missing and they can't find him, so there's a unsolved mystery thing where they're trying to find him, and at the end he comes back to play in the big game and he wins, and at the end Robert Stack pops up and goes, "Update, we still have no fucking idea where he is." I laugh at that because I think it's when he's right there, but it's a fun little movie to be assured of, but you can't review this movie in a professional capacity because then you'll say it's a terrible film. And if I was reviewing this in professional capacity, like actually reviewing it on its merits and how good of a film it is, I'd probably say it's not worth your time. I'd probably have to say, yeah, it's not worth your time. That's the lowest one. Because it does, Fry and Hell was reserved for the ones that infuriate me. This movie wouldn't infuriate me, but I would say it's stupid and it's not worth your time. However, I can see this for the enjoyment that it is. I am rating it on how much enjoyment I got out of it. And from beginning to end, I laughed my ass off. There are some jokes that made me roll my eyes. Like I said, the long penis joke and the Jenna McCarthy cutaway jokes. I want you to polish my knob. And then she's polishing a doorknob. But I will say, I do get enjoyment out of these. So with that in mind, there's only one rating I can give this. And I can just say that BASEketball is so bad, it's good. So, yeah, I don't know where I'm going to put that in the ranking. It's so bad, it's good. It's kind of just anywhere. We'll see how much I enjoy the other ones. It won't be number one. I just say that. So, Anaconda is the last one. So, what are your thoughts on BASEketball? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.